I believe that is minimized quite significantly if you do core compound movements, basic primal movements like deadlift, squat, press, etc.
I'ma post a lot and hope to God the motion I believe in provoking. There's no facade, I'm poking hard. The joke is to broke the guard to open an overflow of hopeless artists. I wanna flip the culture with flow the scar is so distraught. It's close to the bro in office. Only thought to show you the
Boom! Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, CEO, MTS Nutrition. On our Facebook group, that is the Tiger Fitness group on Facebook, link down below. Please join it. You ask the questions, I answer it. This one comes from Kyle Brown. Recently, I've been seeing more and more full body workouts. Instead of going and working on just on just legs, chest, back, etc., you're going in and performing a one set of exercise for each major muscle group and every time. This seems to be a lot of science behind it, especially with fat burning. What is your take on full body training compared to regular lifting, as you can say, as far as gains, hypertrophy, and fat burning? So here's the deal. I don't believe there is any such thing as isolation. Here's the deal. If you train chest, you're inherently gonna work your delts, your triceps, your core to stabilize. If you work legs, if you do squats, you're working your entire body. Deadlifts work your posterior chain from your hamstrings to your gluteus to your trapezius. They work all that shit. So you can't simply say, I'm only gonna train chest today, because you're training everything involved as an accessory of a chest workout. Now, my only problem with full body, whether you have all the data in the world or not, is that for me, it's boring as shit. I like to go in there, I like to feel the pump. Going in and just touching on body parts, just doing this, doing that, for me, it's just not as fun. And if you don't enjoy your training, you're not gonna stick to it long term. At the end of the day, it's a marathon and not a sprint. So you need to enjoy your training. Don't look at your gains for 6 weeks. Look at your gains for 6 years. And if full body training isn't something, and you're like me, who's tried it for well over a year, it's not something that mentally stimulates you, then I don't think it's something that you should do. However, I do encourage you to try it. Now, remember, this is one method among many. Brad Schoenfeld, has done data on this. And let me kind of go over this. So, given the available info, there does seem to be a benefit to more frequent training sessions if more muscle is the goal. So, it's best to directly work each muscle up to twice a week. At least twice a week. Any less, you're probably not stimulating muscle protein synthesis frequently enough to optimize hypertrophy. Now, this can be relegated or depreciated, so to speak, if someone's on androgens, because that increases overall body protein synthesis. So that's why enhanced athletes can get away with training a body part once per week. But as I said, even if you're doing a chest, back, leg, bro split, so to speak, you're still gonna hit other muscle groups because you can't strictly isolate just, just one muscle. So, given the novelty factor, we can speculate that periodizing frequency over the course of long-term training might be the ideal option, meaning hitting each muscle group 2+ times per week. Now, you can also do that with a straight upper-lower split. You could do it with a push-pull legs, push-pull leg split. There's more than one ways to skin a cat. You don't have to do full body 3 times a week. You can do different ways where I get great pumps on a push-pull leg split. So here's the deal. You got to take your weekly volume into account. Greater training frequencies using a split routine can be employed to maximize total weekly volume and get greater hypertrophy over time. Now, there's also something I'd like to go into called periodization. What if you were to do 4 to 6 weeks of a body part split and then maybe do 6 to 12 weeks of more of a frequency split, or a push-pull leg split, or an upper-lower split, or a full body split? We don't have to put it all in one basket. So my opinion is, if you vary it, it'll keep you more interested and you'll be able to yield greater results. But like I said before, in my opinion, we put too much faith in this whole body part thing because you can't isolate a muscle where it's the only thing working unless you're doing an old school Menser, leg extension, leg curl kind of split using old Nautilus machines. If you do deadlifts, if you do squats, if you do bench press, if you do rows, if you do things like that, if you do presses, you are inherently working multiple muscle groups, which will lead to that overall body protein synthesis you're looking for. If you do a standing overhead press, you're working your entire upper torso, your legs are working to stabilize, your core is working to stabilize, so you're gonna activate that protein synthesis. However, when you're in a lab, you're not necessarily doing those. You're gonna be doing leg extensions, leg curls, you're gonna be doing bicep curls. That's how they're measuring it. But I guarantee you, if you're doing the basic lifts, whether you train each muscle group once per week or 3 times per week, whether you do a bro split, a body part split, an upper lower, a push-pull legs, or a full body split, it won't matter because you're activating all those things in those compound moves. Your snatches, even a partial snatch, your bench press, your deadlift, your squat, your overhead press. That's my take on it. My take is try them both. If you enjoy full body training, by all means. However, I believe that is minimized quite significantly if you do core compound movements, basic primal movements like deadlift, squat, press, etc. Let me know your thoughts down below. Join our Tiger Fitness group. Link down below. That's not a game. Be sure to like this video and of course subscribe to this channel and click on that bell so you know when I'm uploading more epic stuff just like this.